PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. 41. We've got to wedge that out.
Throwing on first down. Richardson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Get out!
54.
180!
54.
Finish it out! 180! Finish it!
Check.
He's going to keep it. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
I'm coming after you!
And they'll try and run the option to Cooper. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Come on now, let's go!
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Albert Okuebuna, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Keep it out. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Rick.
Play action. Richardson. He's going to look deep here for Ward. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Steps away to his left. Taking it deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue. But to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's our time. It's our time. 41's coming. 41's a mic. Check, 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 check.
Off the play fake. Richardson. That's caught by Howard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Bandit. Bandit.
Dragon 60.
44's the mic. 44.
Now Richardson. In action. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Tanner Muse. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. That's pulled in at 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go. Way to go, G. 13.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Hess. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Brady Gale. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be forward and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
This is Geis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here we go. Watch safety.
Buffalo 18.
Safety's creeping.
Here's Richardson to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Check 13. Seven Pirates.
To throw is Richardson on 1st and 10. Able to find his running back, Geis.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Hawk 70.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. Bronco 80.
Pick me up. Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Watch the run.
Richardson now from the gun on 3rd down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Take four.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Let's go.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. You're feeling okay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. You must be dreaming.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
He don't know no better.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Silver.
From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Shifts by him. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Pass. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college to run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. He's going to run in, and he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Ready.
57's the mic. 57's the
Bronco 80.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up points.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
Thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the screen.
Mike 41.
Operating from the gun, Richardson.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Richardson looking to throw on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
34's the mic. 34.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yo.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
You don't want none of that. Give me that. Pick up the ball.
A final shot before break. Richardson. And he will find his man on the outside. Powering his way forward. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here's James. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And the return will stop right around the 25. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Come on, set! Viking 18! Hey, we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet.
44 is the mic, 44 is Mike. Check. Here we go.
Now Richardson off the play fake, letting one go deep for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take that!
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
What we got?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nicole Hardman, 77 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe bump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Shut up! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 41 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense!
Shotgun handoff to the Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Boom!
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 40.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Here we go. 44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike. Check. I got wide. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. I'm coming.
From the gun, Richardson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about putting him back up.
On first down, it's Hess. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sit hot! 180! 57! Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! 57! Sit hot!
And here's Jackson on the option. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
180! Come on, finish it!
From the shotgun now, here's the inside give. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency for
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Get out! 180! 180!
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Oh, yeah. Oh. 180! Go again. Go again. Yo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
And he'll give it here to his right. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
They'll run on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll go option to the short side. He'll pitch it back. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Hey, report. Report.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Call that a gain of 11. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Check. Hey, check, Mike, 50 seconds.
On first down, it's Hess. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Hold on. 57's a Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
57. Mike, 57.
Jackson going to run. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another first and 10.
41's the Mike.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Stop your whining. 41 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he will be taken down. But a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Kill.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18. Pioneer.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Off play action. Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3 yards remain for second down.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
41's the Mike.
Out of the gun, Geis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Mike.
They They stay on the ground. Nice again. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that out.
On the ground, it's Geis. Give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
41's coming. 41's a Mike.
Check Mike. Check Mike. Go.
Off the play fake. Richardson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. There's Geis on the counter. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
19 Lion.
Watch the pass.
Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Back to throw. Richardson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
44's to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Off play action. Richardson. Hard throw. Incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Mike Spokebo.
All day, baby. All day. All day, baby.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
44's to Mike.
Here's Richardson throwing on 4th down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Yes. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hess. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Yeah, baby.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Come on.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
180.
Check.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Onward.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Hey.
Watch that.
You. Sit on. 180.
Hey, check.
From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Come on with it, man.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Dumps it off for Geis. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, we'll get a little bit of praise.
He will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 32-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
44 is the mic. 40.
Come 19. Come 19. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Off the play fake. Richardson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
44 is the mic.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. To throw is Richardson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final score line, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.